Cynthia, how are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
So you go by Cynthia, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can I have you back up a little bit from the camera? Just back up a little bit. Your face is too close. But we still want to see your whole fine face. Okay. All right. So, where are you located? Where are you located? What city?
I stay in Lagos.
You live in Lagos. Okay. So are you here to talk about what you need, or were you here with some advice for Margaret?
I'm here to talk about what I need.
Okay, so here, let me make sure I get that right. So Cynthia, you live in Lagos. So Cynthia, tell us, what do you need right now?
Okay, before I say what I need, I want to just say, since all this while I've been following you, you always motivate me because I'm also a single mom.
Oh, how old? How do you have? How many children do you have?
Just one. She's
Just one.
six.
How old is your child?
She's 6.
Six. Well done. Well done. You are doing well. Well
And,
done. So tell us, what do you need right now?
Mama, I just need money for business.
You need money
I'm doing
for.
for business.
Okay. So is this money for to start a new business, or is this money to inject into an existing business?
Okay, this is what I'm doing for. I do sell food because I'm a very good cook. I cook
I'm
very
sorry?
well. So I do sell food.
You
I
sell
cook
food,
cook food, yes,
cooked food.
restaurant,
Okay.
yes. Then I also do POS.
So when you say you sell cooked food, are you a caterer or you just sell food to people to eat?
I sell food, I cook it and sell.
Okay. Okay.
So I also do POS.
Okay.
For mommy, is it last 3 months or what? I arranged for my business and I packed all my money. I put it inside my bag. I put my POS machine inside my bag. So I went. I arranged my daughter for school. So I said, okay, let me go and bed because I live in face me. I go to school house. So I said, okay, let me go and bed. Let me so I can take it to school. So I'll start going to work. Before I will come back, someone knocked for her and said, your mommy said I should come and do POS. So
Your mommy said you should come and do what?
that they should come and do POS.
Your 6-year-old daughter was in your room.
Yeah, she was in the room. Someone knocked for her. Then she was 5 because she's 6 this February, this year February. She was
Okay.
5 then. So they knocked for her and me, I was bathing. You know how face my face has this the
So when
other
you go
building
to take your shower, you lock her in the room.
in the room. So someone knocked for her and said they want to do POS, and she opened the door because she's still a child. She opened the door. Mama, they packed all my money. They collect my phone. They left only the POS, and the POS is just empty. That is how I stopped working. And the house I'm living now, they've sold it. Mama, I live in the church. I'm living in the church. I don't know if I can show you around. This, this is where I stay. I live in the church right now. So I
So
just need something
but
to
it wasn't
just
this church that somebody stole your money.
ma.
It wasn't in the church somebody stole your money. It was a different property.
No. I'm still living in that house.
So what did
So
you
they packed
learn
it.
from that experience?
Yeah, since then,
But
my
I
life
want
have
to
been
know, what
somehow.
did you learn? Because are you a Christian? You say you're living in church. You're a Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
You know, there's a Bible saying that says everything works together for our good. Do you know that?
Yes. Kai, ma'am,
So, do
here.
you? Huh? You said?
No, my daughter. she's looking for, no, my daughter is looking for me.
Oh, okay, okay. So do you believe that Bible saying?
Yes.
Do you believe that whatever happened to you happened for your good? Do you believe it happened for your good?
I believe. I
So
believe.
have you since when did this happen?
It happened during December. Is either November, December, as of last year,
Let's
but
go with
during a
December.
month.
So it's been at least 3 months to 4 months since that happened. Have you prayed to God when bad things like this happen to you? Do you pray to God to help you discern why it happened?
I've prayed about.
Did you pray specifically to God to help you understand why that happened? Because I asked you what you learned from that, and you haven't told me. What did you learn from that situation?
Mama, all I can't explain what I learned, but I was just hurt. It's as
So,
if
so let me tell you
sometimes
something. Do you believe that it's God's plan for us to live a good life, a good, abundant, great life? Do you believe that?
I believe,
Okay.
because they say
So let
everything
me tell you
happens for a
something
reason.
right now. Every bad thing that happens to us for a reason. And it happens to us for our own good. So I want you, I think the reason why you came on this live session right now is because you need me to tell you that never ever in your life should a bad thing happen to you and you shouldn't focus on finding out why it happened. Because let me tell you something, if you don't realize why something bad happened, a worse that is going to repeat itself and it's going to be worse. Because let me tell you now, somebody came into your room with your 5-year-old daughter and stole all your money. Did you give testimony that they didn't rape your daughter? That they didn't steal your daughter?
Ma,
Did you stay and say, God, thank you that they did not harm my child?
yeah, yes. People were telling me I should just thank God that it's not my child they picked up. It's money that I should forget about it. Yes, ma. Yes,
So
ma.
it's
I
not,
thank
I'm
God
not
for
telling you
that.
to forget about it. Oh. I am telling you to lean into it and understand all the lessons so that you can use what you have understood to make sure that will never happen again. You said your child was 5 years old. You are actually not supposed to leave a 5-year-old by themselves. When you go to take your shower and they face me, I face you with a 5-year-old girl, God has blessed you. That is not even a boy. So you can say, they are growing. I don't have to buy in front of them. It's a girl. Two of you should have been bathing at the same time. You should never have a situation in your life where you're leaving a 5-year-old who don't know exactly what to do. And I'm a single mom. My mom before me said, even though she's married, she operated like a single mother in America for many years. There's a lot of women in this country, a lot of even parents in this country who, just like you, cannot afford a babysitter, right? But the moment you decide to leave a child alone, you must educate that child.
Yes,
Your daughter should never have opened the door for anybody. Even if the person says, I'm burning, my mother says, your mother says she pour me water so I can quench my fire, I'm dying. So if you haven't already taken this life-saving lesson and started teaching your child that under no circumstances should they open the door for anybody. I don't care that child is 2 years old. If you are going to leave that child alone for even 1 second, that child should have gone through this life-saving lesson. Because quite honestly, just like everybody, I am happy for you that your child was not harmed, your child was not stolen, but you need to lean onto all the lessons. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number one, you could have prevented this by beating with your child all the time. And even if you're not dating each other, because it could have been something else. You could have just run a quick errand and you couldn't carry her, right? You should have educated her. 5-year-old is not too little to know they don't open the door for nobody when their mother is not there, right? So that's 2 lessons. The third one, even for petty traders now, you guys have palm pay. You have account, people can pay and everything. You should also take the lesson to run a cashless business. You should do your best to run your business in a way that if people insist on paying you with cash, your life will include going to the bank every day before the bank closes. If you don't have an account in the nearest bank to you, you should open that account right away. So for me, those are the lessons I just see just from the story you've told me. So you that it happened to, I really need you to understand that because let me talk more, because the Bible said everything we're going to together for our good. That means that every bad thing that happens to us is our job to ask God, Daddy, why did it happen? Because if you don't learn that lesson now, you might learn it a harder way in the future. Okay, so let's talk about your current situation. So since December, what have you been doing for money? So now you are homeless. You're saying you live in the church. If you're saying you live in the church, does that mean you're homeless?
Ma?
I said you're saying you live in the church. Does that mean you don't have any home outside of the church? Are you homeless right now in Lagos?
Yeah. Yes, ma.
So what are you doing now for money? What are you doing for work and money right now? Are you still cooking?
No, ma, I'm not doing anything.
Is your child in school?
Yes. Yes, ma.
So how come you're not doing, so you haven't been doing anything since December?
I was working before, but the work is not going well.
What help us understand why the work is not going well? They're not paying you, or what happened? What do you mean the work is not going well?
Ma? Oh,
what do you mean by the work is not going well? Are they not paying you?
Okay, the thing is, I work for NEPA office. So like a cashier, I will still use that my POS to pay NEPA bill and earn commission. So,
okay.
But in that place now, there's no light. They don't have light again. So people are coming there to protest. They will come there to protest and say they will not pay NEPA bill again because there's no light.
Let me say a few things. So your child is in school. You don't have any job. Do you have any skills? What kind of work do you want to do right now? What do you want to do right now?
Then I want to continue the POS business, then find a small place and be selling other things like footwear. There's where I can get footwear.
So how do you go from making food to footwear? You made, from what you just said, you made money selling food that somebody stole from you, and now you want to go into footwear. Why not go back to cooking?
Okay, because of the shop rent, I can't afford it again. Where I was cooking, I can't afford it again.
So where are you going to sell the shoes?
Ma?
Where are you going to sell the shoes?
Okay, like the way I see other people do, they will buy, then they'll be carrying it around, like showing people anywhere you go. I'm selling in the church here on Sundays. I see people, they will sample it, people will be buying.
So I will tell you what I told Margaret just now, and it is that in this life, I think that ultimately one of the reasons why things like this keep happening, why you're not going to where you need to go, is that you haven't defined where you need to go. Because if you define where you need to go, where you want to go in this life, it will advise you on the things you should do and you should not do. You are thinking from a place of survival, which is good. because that's where you are. But I need you, anybody, that you don't need to pay rent to dream, right? You don't need to pay rent to have a vision for what you want for your life, right? There's no money involved. But you must define that vision so that, because life is not always straight. Even if you define a vision right now, you will just go, psh, get there, right? You will still go like you went, you cooked, you failed, you came back up, but at least you will get there because you know where you're going. If I ask you where you're going right now, what will you tell me? What do you really want in this life? Where do you picture yourself being 5 years from now? What do you want in your life?
For me, I always dream about it. I want to travel out, like own a restaurant. Because I'm a very good cook. I know that I can cook very well, even without people telling me, because I can testify like local dishes, not intercontinental, local dishes. I'm perfect. Like all these ofaku. Because when I was
When you were
cooking it,
selling your food, how much were you making every month?
how much I was selling a plate.
How much were you making? What was your income every month?
Okay, okay. At times I'll make 5,000 as my
In a
first.
day or in a month?
No, in a day.
Okay.
In a
Do
day.
you do
Then
you
I will
cook
cook.
every day? Do you sell
Yes,
every day that time?
yes. Apart from Sunday.
So 6 times 5,000 in a week, you're making 30K a week. So give or take about 120K a month you were making. So would you say you
Yes.
were making about 120K a month?
But it's not that I'm seeing the money because of expense. I'm the only one catering for my daughter.
I mean, your
That
expense is not your income. Income, you have your income, then of course you spend, right? From your income, you spend
yeah.
and you save, right?
This is the way
So
I
when you
do
were
it.
making
Sometimes
120 every month, were you saving money?
this is the way I do it. If I make that 5,000, sometimes 4,000, I make sure every day I put 1 5 in a job. So that was how I made up money to buy my POS machine and start doing POS. So I now have
Okay,
cash for POS.
so the job that you were doing, how come that didn't provide some money after you lost all your money?
So as well, it's not working at all. The job is not working. Since
No, I
mommy,
said
since February,
their job, the savings you were doing. When you lost all your money, how come you couldn't get money from that savings?
no, the job I was in, I collected it to start up POS.
But, but you had the POS already, right?
No, no, no,
You,
no, no.
when they
It's
stole
from their
from
job.
you, you didn't have the POS.
I have it. I say it's from their job, from the business.
Okay, but after they stole from you, why? How come you didn't get money from their job? Or you stopped? Did you stop their job at some point?
Yes, I stopped because there was nothing. They packed everything. They took everything. They took my phone. I don't have phone
Well,
then.
I
I
have to
don't
go.
know.
I have to go to Adama, but I just want to leave you with a couple of things. Definitely try to understand why what happened to you happened to you. But one of the reasons why I ask you for your vision is this: if your vision is to be a restaurant owner and make a lot of money, define how much a lot of money is. People don't do that. I don't know why. So if your vision is to be a restaurant owner, make a lot of money, and be able to travel around the world, then I don't see the selling of footwear where that comes from. I
Ma?
think that I
Okay.
think that when you came on this live session, you should have been saying, "Oh, I was doing a very, a very lucrative food business. This is how much I invested in this food business. I was making about 100 to 120 every month. My life was good until this happened to me. Right now, I just need this money to get back to my food business." Because you have no business selling footwear, my darling. I think that I think that what you need is to define exactly how much you need for your food business, because that's the biggest problem a lot of people have. I'll tell you that for free. You don't know what you want. Once you don't know what you want, if I'm a business person now and I want to invest in you, I will not give you money to go and do footwear business now, because you haven't shown that you have succeeded there before, right? And now you came here, you got this platform, but you're not asking for money to back to a business you know you are good at.
No, ma,
That
it's
tells
because
me, oh, I'm not so sure of myself. I just want to brand something. That's just you flopping about the place, right? So I really need you to know what you want. I will definitely share this video, but I would like for you to come back and to tell us, oh, I want to restart my food business. Someone came and stole all my money. I've
mommy,
learned
if I see
this
money, I
lesson.
will start it.
This is what I want to. But you haven't come here to tell me how much you started a food business, though.
Ma?
You didn't come here telling me how much you started a food business.
Look, I didn't know that that's where they
No,
will
no, no,
treat. I'm just
but okay, so now with what I've given you, I think you need to go and come back prepared. I will still share this life because, quite honestly, I wish I had money. If I had money, even just if somebody stole your money, I want to help you. As far as I see no one like me, I want to help you out. But I just want you to understand that one of the reasons I come here, one of the reasons I wrote the book that I wrote is because I need people to start taking the right action to succeed. Okay? Most times that we don't go where we want in life is because of our actions.
yes,
That person that stole this money now, they're a terrible person. And the world will always have terrible people, right? So
yes,
the different outcome for your life only depends on you. If you want a different outcome for your life, start thinking about the things you can change for yourself. Okay, I see you're distracted. Looks like your child is
no, no, ma. No, my daughter is looking for me, so I'm telling her to tell her that I'm here.
okay, no, you can go. I mean, if you want to do another interview, do you know how much you need to even start the shoe business you're talking about?
Yes, ma. Yes, fine.
So, what business do you want to start? Footwear or food? How much do you need?
Is if I want to start now, is food that will start. That's
Is
the one
what?
that start. Food.
So, how much do you need to start a food business? Restart your food business.
To start up a food business because maybe someone is if someone is giving to me, I will not want to request too much because of the
I'm
way
sorry.
things is. I say for me, if someone is giving me, I will not want to request for that
See, that is
much.
the problem. You worry about other people instead of what you need because you guys don't understand. There are people in this life, that the reason why they are billionaires or millionaires is that they wrote a business plan and said, I need $1 million. And they went and stood in front of investors and they were able to defend to that investor that I can make money for you if you give me this $1 million. So the
Yes,
fact that you are worried about somebody else, it means you just want to be charity. Is that your goal? Is your goal in life to be charity? Hey, my darling, how are you?
good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, my love. How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
You are so beautiful. You have a beautiful smile. Do you know that? Do your mom tell you that you're beautiful? No? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, mommy, that is not okay. That is not okay. Auntie wants to tell you right now that you're very beautiful, okay?
Thank
And Auntie loves you very much, okay? So,
you.
mommy, we are talking to business people here, not charity. Me, as I dare, so my charity money, and they give her out steady. These live sessions are not for me to look for charity. No, not at all. These live sessions are for me to look for people who actually believe in themselves and they want to grow their lives so I can point out how they can grow. So, do you want charity or do you want to grow your life?
I want to grow. I want to
Do you
grow.
believe that you have what it takes to grow your life?
Yes, ma. I
So
have.
now, don't tell me about pitying who is dashing. Nobody is dashing you money. As if nobody is dashing you anything. I am asking you, how much do you need to start a profitable food business in Lagos where you are living?
Okay. Okay. You can see aside. I have my pots. I still have my pots, my big pots, my coolers, all those things. I don't need. I don't need to get those ones. So I need like 200, a bag of rice. I'll get a bag of rice because what I specialize on is banga stew. That's what I specialize on. Then I'll go to market. I'll get stock fish, get the palm kernel. I do buy it in bag. Then I don't have gas cooker. I'll buy gas cooker. But before I was using a cookpot to do it. So 200 is fine. But it's just
So
rice I need.
200,000 naira. Does that include where you're going to stay to cook this food?
Where I will stay actually is not a problem. I can try to start in the streets because your food will say a lot. Where I do stay before was a very small place, but people working in bank then they will come and be looking for me. People different places, people working in companies, they will come and be looking for me. Then in a small place I was hiding because the food was nice. So I don't mind starting anywhere. I can hit up something. This is Lagos. Because once your food is good, it's good. Because talking about shop here, shop in the place I'm staying is about 1 point to total everything, agent and agreement is 1 point to get a shop. That was why I couldn't get a house because a house here is also 1 point. A room self come, you'll be budgeting 1.5, 1.700, 750. So shop is
So
not
let's talk.
issue.
Let's
I
talk
can
about
start
getting.
anywhere.
Okay.
I can find a stand.
Okay. So 200K will get you back in business. If you get this 200K, how much do you think you can make in a month?
In a month, I will make 50.
Ah,
In a month, I can be able to save 50 apart from my expenses. I can be able to save 50 that I will say this money I won't touch it.
okay. So every single time when I interview people, I tell them, look, I do these videos, I put them on my YouTube, and it's up to you to get more people to actually hear your story, to actually view this video, right? Once this video is on my YouTube, they'll let you know. So you can share, use it anyhow you want, share it on your Facebook wall, share it on your WhatsApp, share it to family and friends, share it to anybody, that might be able to just say, look, I want to help you out. Here is 200K, I dash you. Or here 50K, I dash you, right? That's one scenario. But the reason why I tell you we are God's children, and God is the one watching over all of us. And God have not given any of his children, God has not left any of his children without the skills to be able to save their own self. Does that make sense? Nigerians talk about destiny helper all the time, but destiny helper is somebody who gives you words of advice for you to actually save yourself. Okay? So if somebody is watching this video now and say, look, I don't have money that anybody. I can borrow this girl 200K, but I need my money back. In fact, I need interest. Would that be something you're willing to take? If somebody reaches out to you right now and they're like, I saw your video on Ada's life, I want to borrow you 200K to start your life, would you accept